This is the farmhouse where I grew up, where my father grew up, where my grandfather grew up, where my great-grandfather grew up. The main house was built in 1860. We got electricity in 1943 with the Rural Electrification Act. And now what I am doing is I'm removing the majority of the 1960 updates and reverting the era back to somewhere between 1920 and 1950. I'm going to show you each room in the order that I did them years ago. While I am no more of a carpenter or a designer than any member of my family has ever been, I'm doing it to suit me and my tastes. Now, back when I insulated this floor under the kitchen in the new cellar, I put up 1 inch of polyiso insulation with the aluminum radiant barrier, and then I spray foamed the edges, as you can see. But if you start measuring the diameter of those tree timbers, 1/4 of the floor is not insulated. And we noticed that out in the workshop or my lab, that floor was completely spray foamed from one end to the other, so that there was no cold bridging. The problem I got here is it's not as warm as the lab floor. So what I'm going to do is insulate it with a DAP 600 spray foam kit. I looked at everything that was available, and the only thing I could find that would work, and it wasn't even recommended, was the DAP spray foam kit. I've got 300 square feet of timber to do, so that means I'd have to buy 200 kits, but that costs more than a single 600 kit. So I am going to spray foam it, and that should make a difference because there'll be no more cold bridging. Cut. To make sure the tanks were warm, I put them in front of my laser heater for 2 days to bring them up to ambient temperature. And in the original cellar, I fired up my big 22,500 BTU kerosene heater to make sure the ceiling was warm. And then over in the new section, I've got an old Perfection running at around 11,000, and that's going to warm that ceiling.
Okay, valves are open. I've got the lubricant on the tip. Now I've got to install the tip. gotta align the nubbins, and it's an eighth of a turn. Yeah, that's okay.
So there's the difference after I spray foamed the beams. Left side, right side, and then the bottom. So that gives it some insulation value, better than just timber.